out to show you today. Oh my gosh, publishers have been sending so many awesome cookbooks. And let me just get the chat started over on Amazon Live. And I'd love to hear where you are watching from and what are you making for dinner tonight? I haven't figured that out yet. I'm going to go through these cookbooks. Welcome to Meal Plan Monday. So this is a shopping show, not just sitting around chatting about cookbooks, but we don't do hard sells around here. We just showcase awesome things. I'm going to start off by mentioning that my microphone is a Shure MV7. It's not on sale today. My ring light is. It's a newer, and I have it pointed at the ceiling instead of on my face so I'm not washing out the cookbooks when we look at them. It's 31% off today. It's an 18-inch ring light. My camera is a Logitech Brio 4K. It's not on sale either. So let's start off with the first cookbook of the day, Fat and Flour, 26% off. I actually know the young lady who's now middle-aged, sorry, Nicole, who made this cookbook. I've known her since she was a little girl, and I'm so excited that this is her second cookbook. Her first one, Dappled, was awesome as well. So Fat and Flour is a bakery in LA that Nicole runs, and she specialized in pies, and she's gotten famous for her pies. But now she's going to teach us her new cold butter method of making cookies perfectly and easily in your house. And for every chapter, like the cookie chapter, she has several different variations on things like a chocolate chip cookie. And it's so much easier to make them when you're not creaming the butter and sugar together. So I'm going to quickly flip through this really fast to give you an idea. You might have seen that step-by-step photo of how to make pie crust. The fruit pie and galette chapter is actually my favorite. And for banana bread lovers, she has 5 different distinct banana bread recipes. So that is what is going on here with Fat and Flour. Her cold butter method, oatmeal chocolate chunk cookies, several, she has maybe 1 or 2 gluten-free recipes, but you can of course substitute gluten-free flour, etc. But she has several vegan recipes throughout. So I wonder if there's somebody close to her that is a vegan that's insisting, help! See, there's the vegan PB&J sandwich cookies. I am so glad we are actually live streaming with all the trouble I had getting it started this morning. Using StreamYard and the Amazon Creator app at the same time. Chocolate marbled bread, vegan fat and flour pie dough, her special recipe. And here's how you crimp the edge of the pie. This is the first one that I want to make out of this cookbook. It's old-fashioned sour cherry pie with bourbon. And I do have some bourbon in the house. I didn't drink it all last night. Is there a picture of this one? Oh no, there's no picture. And there's no picture of the boysenberry lemon galette. But here's the blueberry with lavender and cream cheese crumble pie. Anyway, sour cherry bourbon sounds amazing. And a stone fruit party pie. And she writes that for her, pie season ends at Thanksgiving. And it probably, I don't know what she makes after then, maybe cakes. But I continue making pies throughout Christmas. Thank you very much. But by New Year's, I'm definitely pied out. So this is Fat and Flour. It's 26% off today on Amazon, dropping it down to $25 instead of $35. It's one of the newest cookbooks that came out last week that everyone is super excited about. The next cookbook is one I am very excited about. The Kindle version is down to $9.99, 35% off, or the hardcover. So I have been wanting to host a brunch party for the longest time, but my weekends are super busy and I live in 2 cities, so I'm driving back and forth. I'm never entirely sure which city I'm going to be in on a Sunday or a Saturday. So if I'm going to throw a brunch party, it's going to be last minute. So this is the perfect cookbook for me. It just came out. It's by Emilia Wasiliev. I hope I said that right. It has gorgeous photos, as you'll see in a second. I'm going to flip through really quickly. And if anybody's watching over on YouTube or Facebook, drop a hello in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Look at these gorgeous recipes. This is amazing. Woo! So let's check out the chapters of Last Minute Brunch Party. Welcome, light and fresh. Toasts and toppings, platters and bowls, bake and share, quick sides, something to sip, very important part of brunch, prep and store, and at the back, a menu planner. The photography is stunning. Let's just jump into the bake and share chapter just for the fun of it. Sheet pan baked pancakes. That sounds brilliant. Because I don't like standing around the kitchen making the last minute like scrambled eggs. Make them early and keep them warm if you can. Pancakes, that's kind of tricky. I can't stand there flipping one pancake at a time. That's a great solution. Baked bacon French toast. I'm pretty sure all of your guests who are not vegetarians like me would absolutely be delighted for that. Frozen berry Dutch baby. Caramelized onion and brie croissant bake. I love the ideas of these baked things that you can bring with you and just quickly reheat in your host's oven. Warm lentil bowl with egg for the healthy people that don't want to eat French toast. A Nordic brunch board. There's some really inventive, clever stuff in this cookbook that I haven't seen elsewhere. Love it. These are chocolate cherry bites if you're bringing something sweet to your brunch. We're looking through last minute brunch party. And I just had breakfast, but it's starting to make me hungry looking at all these. Peanut butter toast with strawberry and sesame. Love the photography in the book. And every recipe says how many it serves, the prep time, and the cook time. And then up here, there's a little notation if it's vegan or gluten-free, which this one is. Egg salad bagel. That sounds yummy. I don't know if I have the time to make my own bagels on a Sunday morning. So this recipe calls for, I thought it was going to have you buy the bagels. Egg salad bagel. Actually, you're making the egg salad and she's telling you to go buy the bagels elsewhere. Okay. Last minute brunch party just came out recently in the last 7 days. It is gorgeous. I'm glad I bought it. It's 18% off on Amazon Live today. Next, we have a super popular, the #1 selling cookbook in my store here on Amazon Live is Giada's new cookbook, Super Italian. And it's trying to fall on the floor. Give me a second. No falling, you guys. It's because I have too many cookbooks on this little ladder. Okay, Super Italian. Now, I'm doing something new here on Amazon that I love doing. I'm setting up a grocery shopping list for the ingredients in the most popular cookbooks, and it takes me 2 or 3 hours to go through the cookbook and add everything to the Amazon Fresh or Amazon Whole Foods shopping list. But it helps me really, really get to know the cookbook very well as I'm going through it. So this is Super Italian, more than 110 indulgent recipes using Italy's healthiest foods by, of course, Giada De Laurentiis. I'll do a quick flip through and then we'll chat about the contents and what meals we might make tonight because of this. I'm probably am making pasta tonight. I don't want to just make spaghetti and meatballs. That's pretty boring. So luckily there's 110 recipes to choose from. And I think this will be the cookbook I cook from tonight. For those of you just joining us, Super Italian. So the first chapter is Flavor Starts Here, My Essential Condiments and Basics. And then Cocktails and Apps, great place to start. Soups and main course salads. Pasta is chapter 4. Poultry and meat, fish and shellfish. Meatless mains, I'm going to jump over there, although I will cook some meat for my boyfriend tonight. Sides 8, and of course the dessert chapter dolce, chapter 9. Let's go to meatless mains and let me just see what my options might be. Oh, well, this is chicken piccata meatballs, which is not a meatless main. I didn't jump far enough ahead. Here are beef ricotta meatballs, and of course, Giada pronounces it ricotta, but I'm not going to because I'm not Italian. Lemony shrimp beans. Tomato soup risotto. I have never seen a recipe for something like that before. It looks kind of gross, but I imagine it tastes really good, and I would definitely eat that. Cauliflower farotto. I love cauliflower. Baked egg crepe casserole. That's a recipe I've never heard of. That looks pretty amazing. We're looking through Super Italian, which is 44% off today, dropping this cookbook down to $19.65. This is a bargain. Pan-fried zucchini with, of course, some other things in there. I see some peppers, possibly some tomatoes. Thick asparagus. I just saw some thick asparagus at Costco, and I didn't buy it because it was a huge bundle, and I thought, oh, I don't quite need that much. Let's look at one of the desserts. But first, sautéed Swiss chard with yellow cherry tomatoes. That would be a fantastic quick supper dinner item. Okay, in the dessert chapter, she has a spread of all the desserts, not individual photos for each recipe, unfortunately. Here's a bolognese chocolate torte. So that is your preview of Super Italian by Giada De Laurentiis. Hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to make sure that our friends over on YouTube and Facebook are okay and were able to join us. I'm going to have to go back and delete some embarrassing 1-minute live streams where I realized it wasn't working and wasn't going over to Amazon. And so I was sitting there like, duh, I have to go delete those quickly. I have not looked through Beautiful Bread yet. I bought it for myself and it just got here yesterday. I'm not exactly sure when this came out. Let's find out. Did it just come out yesterday or did I take my sweet time buying it? Oh, I really took my sweet time buying it. It came out in 2023 in October. Oh, I guess I took my sweet time. And I'm wondering if it's all focaccia. I don't remember why I bought it, but it looked amazing. Let's check it out. It's by Teresa Culeto. Oh, it looks like I got it. Oh, I got it for free from Quarto. Well, thank you, Quarto Books. That's very nice of them to send it to me. That is a focaccia. You guys, wow. I'm probably not going to be doing any videos where I create this and go, look what I made, because I'm not this talented. That's gorgeous. So the contents are focaccia dough recipes, flowers, artist inspired. This is going to be fun. Nature inspired, and then holidays and special occasions like Valentine's Day roses, St. Patrick's Day lucky clover, a Christmas tree. We have to see that one, right? Game day and a cinnamon star. We have to see the Christmas tree. 155. Oh, Valentine's Day roses on focaccia. And everything is edible. That is gorgeous. I can't show you too much of this book, of course. That's not fair, but I had to jump in. What is this? Wow, that looks like it takes so much work. It's a pomegranate. Okay, that was Valentine's roses. The lucky clover. It's really hard to photograph brown food. An Easter basket. Gorgeous. Thanksgiving cornucopia. Can you imagine if guests walked into your Thanksgiving table and saw this? That's stunning. I have to see the Christmas tree. Oh. Now, what did they use for all of the ornaments? Is that candy? Let me see. Extra virgin olive oil, sweet peppers, sweet peppers, sweet peppers, red onion, purple potato, flax seeds, basil pesto, a mini circle cookie cutter. Oh, okay. And there was one more holiday one, a cinnamon star. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah, kind of like a babka. So basically, this is an entire book of artistic focaccia bread, and that is cherry blossoms. This is incredible, and I'm so glad the publisher sent me over a copy. You're going to see me going through it more quickly. I'm going to flip through it over on our Instagram and our Facebook and TikTok, and then I will go through it a little bit more slowly over on our YouTube in a couple days. So that is Beautiful Bread, and it's 40% off today. The next book I wanted to show you is French at Heart, and I thought I dropped it. No, I did not drop it on the ground. Yay. It is right here. It's massive. This one I bought for myself because I need, and I actually don't cook a lot from my French cookbooks, but I love reading through them and looking through them. So I have a collection of French cookbooks that I don't cook out of. To be fair, there's not a ton of vegetarian French recipes once you get outside of the vegetables. Chapters are French living, essentials like basic skills, how to make real croutons, how to make savory butters and vinaigrettes, all important skills. Apéros, appetizers like fava beans on toast or herbed cheese straws, salads, soups and stews, dinners, vegetables and sides, desserts, and preserves. So this is by a mother-daughter team that run the Cook's Atelier Cooking School. I'm not sure what the cooking school is. If it's in the UK or in New York, not sure. Anyway, mother-daughter team, stunning photography, delicious dishes. I just saw French fries. I love French fries. I have a feeling this is going to be on a lot of people's bookshelves that also collect French cookbooks like I do. This is fantastic. And let's take a look at a cute little girl. That must be the French lifestyle area. A space for joy, the simple French home. Here's the essentials chapter. Let me jump and look at a typical recipe. For example, here's the herbed cheese straws. We get a full page photo of the cheese straws. Makes about 3 dozen. And then we have measurements in both ounces and grams. So both metric and imperial measurements. This is a fine herbs salad, a French lentil salad, and I love cooking with lentils, and I'm always up for a good lentil recipe. So French at Heart just came out, and it's 20% off today here on Amazon. And it is gorgeous. Let me do one more flip through. They went with a really plain cover, but I find that just stunning. And I really need to start organizing the cookbooks in my cookbook storage room because they're not by cuisine. They're just kind of all lumped together. As I did a huge photo shoot, it took everything out. And it takes an entire afternoon to remove all my cookbooks from a room, put them up for whatever photo shoot, and then put them back in. It's a workout. I don't even join a gym. I don't need to. So that's French at Heart by Marjorie Taylor and Kendall Smith Franchini. The next book I wanted to show you was gifted to me by the publisher. Thank you very much. I think it's Ryland Peters and Small. La Cocina Vasca. Recipes and Traditions of the Spanish Basque Country. And it's not all tapas, like people might think. No, it's not tapas. It's by Maria Jose Sevilla, and I'm going to do a quick flip through. And I think I'm posting a flip through of this today on Instagram, depending on how my day goes. And we also post these over on YouTube Shorts. And of course, here on Amazon in our product details for the book. Ooh, gorgeous photography. I haven't really explored this one yet. La Cocina Vasca, Recipes and Traditions of the Spanish Basque Country. Ryland Peters and Small is the publisher. This just came out. I need to have a pair of glasses for this small font. The chapters are pinchos, small and delicious bite-sized snacks. From the vegetable garden, vegetable dishes to tempt. At the marketplace, enjoying mushrooms, eggs, and beans, yum. A traditional attachment, recipes for fish and seafood. From the mountains and valleys, cooking meat and sausage. The sweet tastes of the Basques, indulgent desserts and cakes. Woohoo! All right, homemade basic stocks, how to make sauce, fish stock, etc. Here's the pinchos chapter. Not everything has to be tapas. And we're going to learn a lot about travel in Spain, especially to the Basque region. Look how gorgeous that is. Dude, I need to win the lottery. I know, right? Seriously? So here is anchovy, olive, and piparas. Pipara. I don't know how to say that word. I've never seen it before. Chili and skewers. It's funny how many people on YouTube specifically go, correct our pronunciation, and they sound so angry. So we don't post those comments. I'm like, we're doing the best we can. I've never seen this word written before. This is potatoes with mussel escabeche, and aioli sauce, or alaloli. And beautiful. Here is midnight buns filled with ham and cheese. That would be a great midnight snack. Last night I had a midnight snack, and it was a day-old baguette and some cheese, and I was perfectly happy. Like, okay. I should have gone for popcorn too, though, because I was watching a movie. Prawns deep fried in batter. Ooh, yum. Scoundrel potatoes with chorizo and pork crackling. So every recipe has the Spanish term for it up top, the English words, a little history of the dish or why it's in the cookbook, and then the ingredients, which they have in both grams and ounces, metric and imperial. And so far, it looks like just about every recipe has a photo, and then each chapter has a little illustration and some gorgeous tourism photos. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's find out what this is. This is fresh peas with spring onions and serrano ham, and escarole lettuce, walnuts, and pomegranate seeds. So those of you just joining us, we're looking through La Cocina Vasca, food of the Basque region of Spain. Lots and lots of green beans, yum. Notice that they're fresh. They're not the yucky, slimy ones out of cans. Blech. Here is pink cardoon with almonds and prawns. I'm guessing, I don't know what cardoon is. Anybody know? La Cucina Vasca is 32% off today on Amazon. Here's the At the Marketplace chapter. Marketplace is super important in Spain. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm going through a little fast Basque pepper stew because I have about 17 more cookbooks to show you before my puppy comes home from going to the park, and he'll either nap happily or be excited to see me or wonder where I am and bark his head off. So if you hear barking, you know why. This is corn flatbreads with cheese and sausage. And they call them flatbreads, not tortillas. They must be a little thicker or something. I'll have to read through this and find out. This is my first time exploring this cookbook, actually. A traditional attachment. This is anchovies cooked in paper. What is your favorite recipe you've seen so far? Here is one pan salmon in a vegetable sauce. A beautiful spread. We're still in the seafood chapter. I'm going to jump ahead. Beautiful scenery. This is a stunning cookbook. Here's black pudding pie with pine nuts, sultanas, and pears. So when I make this, since I'm vegetarian, I will substitute the black pudding blood sausage with some vegetarian crumbles instead. It won't be authentic, it won't be the same, but I won't know the difference because I've never tasted black pudding and hopefully never will. And then roasted shoulder of lamb stuffed with anchovies and capers. My boyfriend doesn't care for lamb, so I'm not going to make that for him. This is charcoal grilled T-bone steak with confit piquillo peppers. Now, steak he loves, and it is grilling season right about now. It's going to be 76 tomorrow in Seattle. We're so excited. Traditional beef and vegetable stew with potatoes. Now, that is a hearty dish you want to come home to on a chilly fall, autumn night or a snowy winter night. And I love one pan cooking. Let's jump into the sweet taste of the Basques indulgent desserts. For those of you just joining us, we're looking through La Cucina Vasca. Oh, I see a beautiful baked cheesecake. I love Basque style cheesecake. I like the texture of it. It's not gooey, it's firmer, and it's far, 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 far less sweet than the American versions. So it's not so heavy. It's let's do one more. Ooh, what's this? Lemony rice pudding. I'm not normally a rice pudding fan, but if you put it in a cocktail glass, I'm like, well, that's kind of cute. I'm impressed with this cookbook so far. La Cucina Vasca, 32% off today on Amazon. Next, thank you, the person that's clicking through all the products. I bet it's Richard. Next is Sweet Farm. This came out a couple months ago. Oh, did I skip one? Well, I'll look for it in a minute. Why did I skip? Oh, no. I am going to have to add it because we can't skip over the Italian Summer Kitchen, and it's not in my carousel. So pardon me for a second. Go ahead and chat amongst yourselves while I quickly add this. That's funny. I counted all the cookbooks. Italian Summer Kitchen cookbook. I want to add it to the screen. I always type cook boom, like my finger slips, and I'm like, what? No. And it's not coming up. Thank you, Amazon. The title is literally the Italian Summer Kitchen cookbook. I'll remove the word cookbook, I guess. The Italian Summer Kitchen book. It's not coming up. That makes me very sad. Well, maybe that's why it wasn't in here to begin with. Okay, then I will just flip through it anyway, and you won't have a way to shop for it, but that's okay. You can figure it out. I'll put the next cookbook, Sweet Farm, into the carousel. So the Italian Summer Kitchen is charming and chic. It is illustrated rather than photos. I think it would be a really cute gift book. So there's just gorgeous illustrations by, I forget her name, Kate Lewis. Oh yes, Kate Lewis. She did such a great job on these. This just came out a couple days ago. And timeless recipes for La Dolce Vita. And the contents are starters, salad soups and sides, pastas, breads, and pizzas, entrees, and desserts and basics. So here's bruschetta con salsa di pomodoro with variations. How to assemble a fabulous salumi platter. Zucchini alla scapesi, cannelli. So very, very authentic. I personally, if I'm not sure I would cook out of this because I need to see what the food looks like, or it's not going to come out very good. Fresh tomato, peach, and basil salad with stracciatella. This one I could probably handle because I know what a salad is supposed to look like. Here's the little illustration for it. And insalata nostrana, a cabbage salad, apparently. Seafood salad, Sicilian potato salad. I love collecting different regional potato salad recipes because I don't like just making the big mayonnaise coated American version. I can't do it. And I love potatoes and I love potato salad. Here's one of the beautiful illustrations. This could be a fabulous gift book. It's the Italian Summer Kitchen, and it's not in my carousel, so good luck finding it. It doesn't want to come up when I type the Italian Summer Kitchen Cookbook. That is a problem with Amazon's search engine. You would think it would be one of the best in the world, but sometimes I have to go out to Google and type Amazon.com, the Italian Summer Kitchen Cookbook, and hit enter, and then it takes me straight to it. So that's a little tip. All right. The next, I'm going to have to pull these off the top. So pardon me while I scooch through the carousel. We're going to talk about sofra, Lebanese recipes to share. This came out a couple months ago. It's not super new. It's 14% off here on Amazon. I'll do a quick flip through. Then we'll talk about the table of contents. And I'm a little worried because I repositioned my microphone that's right here. Can you hear me okay? I'm hoping that you can. This is Sofra, Lebanese Recipes to Share by Karima Hazim Chatila and Savine Tabuch. I really hope I didn't massacre those people's names. The publisher is Quadrille. They come out with fantastic cookbooks. The contents are a village breakfast, breakfast in the souk, lamb for Eid, by the sea, from our mother's hands, community, a vegetarian picnic, the neighborhood, the barbecue, and bittersweet. So let's grab, I love labneh. Sometimes I can find labneh at Whole Foods, sometimes not. So now I can make my own. It's a strained yogurt. It's very tangy, and it really helps cut down on the food if it's a little bit too spicy for me. Here is a spread from this cookbook. Yum. I love Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food. Here's the breakfast in the souk chapter. Some of the foods that you're going to learn how to make. The font is really tiny, so I'm not going to be able to see it without my reader glasses, which are here somewhere, unless my puppy ran off with them. There's Mum's fava bean salad, hummus topped with spiced minced lamb, egg and potato breakfast salad. That sounds amazing. I'm all down for that. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through Sofra, Lebanese recipes to share. I'm going to try and pull out another couple interesting things to show you. Yum. How about, this is chili walnut oil. Well, you're making your own chili walnut oil? I don't know. I kind of prefer cookbooks that have the picture and the recipe, not a bunch of recipes, and then here's a page. Good luck finding out which one is which. Have fun. They're showing someone grating a lemon on top of a salad. This is spiced rice with mince and nuts, stuffed chickens, and they put them together. And continental beans braised in tomato and oil. Let's jump to the dessert section. I'm trying to find it. I saw some eggplants. Oh, yum. So this is semolina slice studded with nuts. But if you don't like nuts in your desserts, this looks like a delicious fried powdered sugar something. Dusting its mamoul. So this is Sofra, Lebanese recipes to share. And it is 14% off today on Amazon. I'm going to carefully set that down. All right, this is one of the first previews because it's not out yet. It's Martha Collison's Pull Up a Chair. Let's find out when this comes out because I'm definitely curious. It's not on sale yet. It is a pre-order. It's coming out June 10, so just about a month from now. So let's check it out. And the publisher, Cookbooks, sent this to me really early so that I could preview it with you guys. So I'm grateful for that. Pull up a chair. Recipes for gatherings big and small from morning to night. Oop, there's my sheet from the publisher. All right. I love the gingham end papers. And I see that some of those pages were color-coded. Let's find out why. Orange, pink, tipped pages, green. Okay. I see some gorgeous photos. Let's find out what this is all about. Pink checked end pages. Martha Collison. Pull up a chair. Recipes for gatherings big and small from morning to night. Thanks again to Cookbooks for this early copy. I like how they did the table of contents. Breakfast table, coffee table, table for two, squeeze round the table, a table of delights, picnic table, weekend table, and a drinks trolley. Hazelnut croissant bake. I meant to show you the author's photo that was in here earlier. Ooh, blood orange poppy seed and yogurt muffins. Wait a minute. I'm not finding her picture. I know I saw it when I flipped through. Where are you, Martha? Okay, I swear I saw her picture. I guess we'll just have to find it as we go. Ooh. I see blood oranges and grapefruit, blueberry cheesecake pancakes, honey roasted fruit, harissa, sausage, and sweet potato oven hash. These are moussaka bowls. And let's see what's going on. She's talking about her favorite thing about serve yourself bowl food, title the recipe, serve 6, prep time, cooking time. Measurements are given in both grams and ounces, so both metric and imperial, and I feel like most cookbooks are doing that nowadays, which is really nice. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through Pull Up a Chair by Martha Collison. Here's Sweet Potato Dal with Butterbean Parathas. I'm not normally a sweet potato person. I'll eat them if it's served to me. I don't go out of my way to make them. But we did something about a month ago and the sweet potatoes were amazing. And now I'm like, ooh, I maybe need to eat these more often. These are padron peppers. I'm a super wimp, so I probably won't try those. Ouch. So each chapter has color-coded pages, and we're in the picnic chapter. And there's bacon and buttermilk cornbread, mushroom and wild garlic spelt tarts. So not every recipe has a photo. Tabbouleh salad, summer tomato soup, cheddar and jalapeno slaw, but no photo. But here's spanakopita, or some people say spanakopita. Either way, phyllo triangles. And those are great to take to a picnic because you can eat them cold and they're still good. Weekend table. When you have a little bit more prep time, look at this gorgeous overnight focaccia. Oh, imagine how chewy that is. Those of you just joining us, we're previewing Pull Up a Chair, which isn't even out yet. Comes out in June. Black pepper frito misto. Here's Earl Grey roast salmon. I have to admit, I've never seen an Earl Grey salmon recipe in a cookbook before. That's really cool. Elderflower and strawberry pavlova. Dessert chapter we must have jumped into. And let's do one more from the drinks trolley. I love these chapter illustrations. Peach and basil iced tea. Here we go. Mango or cherry frozen margaritas. Yes, please. It is Cinco de Mayo. I'm supposed to be drinking margaritas today, right? I don't mind that these are mango or cherry. In fact, I would totally go for the cherry one. So that is your sneak preview of Pull Up a Chair. I think this is going to be a popular one when it comes out. You can go over to the Cookbook Divas Instagram or YouTube Shorts for another flip through of this. And hopefully I'll be doing a whole video on it on my YouTube channel soon, depending on if my puppy sleeps when he gets home today or not. Next, I wanted to look through the New French Kitchen. Did I get this one free or did I buy this for myself? Rock Point. I bought this one for myself. The New French Kitchen, Modern Takes on Favorite Classic Dishes. It's by Geraldine Leverd or Leverd. I've never heard her name said before. Starting off with a gorgeous tart. Contents are appetizers and starters, soups, salads, meat mains, vegetable mains, fish mains, sides, and desserts. Let me do a quick flip through. Oh, yes, giant photographs. I see a quiche. Oh, I think I'll definitely be cooking out of this one. This is amazing. It's looking like every recipe has a photo, a giant photo. So here we have foyettes, I don't know how to say that word, au fromage with asparagus verte, cheese and green asparagus puff pastry, so you put the English at the top and then the French. Over here, how many it makes, prep time, cook time, ingredients, and then how to do it. Those are cute. That would be great with champagne or sparkling wine. Here's gougères. I like to serve those at cocktail parties. They're good cold or warm. Of course, if you can get them hot out of the oven. Here's tapenades. I'm going to start skipping ahead. Oh, the edges of the pages. I don't know if you can see. No, it's sprayed edges. They're kind of decorated with little leaves. I didn't notice that until, okay. So this is mackerel rillettes with lemon and artichoke. And this is cute, quick and easy canapes. It's little toothpicks. Great cocktail party appetizers. This is sardine toast with marinated red pepper and basil. Let's go to the meat mains chapter and notice we have a ribbon to keep our place. Oh, pretty. One pan stuffed tomatoes Provençal style with rice. And I could make some with beef for the boyfriend and some with crumbles for me. That's pretty. Here's a herbed bacon wrapped pork tenderloin. I'm going to jump ahead into the vegetarian mains chapter. Omelet with green onions and Comté cheese. That's a great breakfast or weekend breakfast right there, brunch item. Here's a tart tatin with tomatoes. Yum. Not everybody likes tomatoes baked like that or roasted, but I do. Here's a quiche. Here's a zucchini waffles with buckwheat flour and an egg for protein. Wow. And this is a thin tart with artichokes, ricotta, and lemon. Beautiful. And that's a tart, not a pizza or a flatbread. Okay. Ooh, sides. I love potatoes. Let's figure out what that is. Olive oil and lemon mashed potatoes. I've never had it that way. That sounds ingenious. It sounds delicious. We're looking through the new French kitchen cookbook, by the way, in case you just got here. And these are green beans with crunchy honey almonds. Haricots verts. So there's little leaves on the edge of every page to kind of decorate it, but my camera is kind of washing it out. There, now you can see it. Here's from the dessert chapter, roasted peaches with yogurt ice cream and toasted buckwheat. Oh, I like that. It gives it a little texture, I can imagine. And here's lavender shortbread cookies and strawberry salad. Wow. Love it. This is one of my favorite cookbooks that's come out this spring. It's the new French kitchen. Now, let's look through Whisk Me Away, a cookbook of romance and celebrations. Now, it has nothing to do with Bridgerton. I initially thought it did because of the cover. It does not. Okay. It's by Michelle Wright. Beautiful, elegant end papers. A cookbook of romance and celebrations by Shadow Mountain Publishing. History of women's fashion. Regency era tea party, picnic, ball, dinner party. Victorian high tea, garden party, dinner party. Steampunk, that's fun, brunch and dinner party. American West breakfast and barbecue buffet inspired by Yellowstone, I'm assuming. Celebrations, Valentine's Day, road trip, Hawaiian luau, etc. So let's flip through so you can see the gorgeous photography. Mouth watering. Someone did a great job on this. And I love that even the parties are separated with beautiful food photos. Egg salad sandwiches. The ultimate guide to herbal teas, how to steep herbal tea. So here's the picnic chapter, and they did this gorgeous spread. I'm assuming the food that you're going to make throughout. Lemonades, hot cross buns, tomato cheddar tart, and mini no-bake cheesecakes. Hot cross buns, lemonades, including fruit and sunshine sweet, tomato cheddar tart. Here's a quote from the book at Edenbrook. He looked intently into my eyes, blah, blah, blah. Here's your mini no-bake cheesecakes. Surrounded by little cookies that they don't give you a recipe for. Well, that's too bad. Here's At the Ball, a lemon bundt cake, butter cake with almond glaze, coconut macaroons are over here, and enchanting eclair cake and more macaroons. So there's some stuff pictured that I don't think we have recipes for. And then fashion of the day. So this is a cookbook you could read through cover to cover, not just pull out the recipes and go for it. Green bean almondine with rice pilaf. So not everything in here is desserts. It's a very thick cookbook. Look how many pages are here. Chilled raspberry soup, something I've never had. That would be amazing in summer. Those of you just joining us, this is Whisk Me Away, a cookbook of romance and celebrations. Dinner party, crustless shepherd's pie, roast beef dinner, Yorkshire pudding, and a mixed berry trifle. There it is. And let's go to this. Did I miss the steampunk one? I think I might have. Barbecue buffet, American West inspired dishes. Of course, there's a cornbread recipe. Valentine's Day. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm thinking this could be a good bridal shower gift on top of whatever you're giving the bride for her home, if she has a romantic sensibility. Because new brides do need cookbooks. This is Whisk Me Away, a cookbook of romance and celebrations, and I really enjoyed looking through that. Next, if I can find it, I'm looking for Arabica. There it is. 46% off. Whoa. This is Small Plates, Big Connections, a journey through the flavors of the Eastern Mediterranean. Gorgeous cover. Looks great on the shelf. This says Arabica celebrates the vibrant flavors of the Eastern Mediterranean, whisking you on a culinary journey through the fertile valleys, mountain villages, coastal towns, and vibrant cities of Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Turkey. Well, let's jump in. Ooh, this is heavy. Okay, author. I love these big fonts. It makes my job so much easier when I'm live streaming. Dips. Hot mezza, fish and seafood, meat and poultry, vegetables and grains, breads, sweets, drinks, sauces, seasonings, and pickles. Great. So we're going to learn a lot along this journey. Another cookbook that you want to read through, not just cherry pick a recipe and get out. Of course, they're going to the marketplace. So the first chapter, dips. And hopefully there's another labneh recipe because I need to make my own labneh. I see some hummus. Sure enough, Arabica hummus. And you leave some of the chickpeas whole and put it in the top for decoration. This is super green hummus with zhug and crispy sprouts. Yum. That looks amazing. Terra masalata. I'm going to jump ahead. This cookbook is huge, as you can tell. Did I flip through this yet? I meant to do a quick flip through, and I think I forgot because I got so excited. And let me know if you have any questions about any of these cookbooks. And I'm still hoping somebody will jump in and let me know if they can hear me. And let's see if Richard has been here yet. No, no one clicked on the heart icon yet. Do I have to click on my own heart? Oh my goodness. Okay, hummus with spiced lamb and pine nuts. We're still in the dips chapter. Oh, I love when they have step-by-step illustrations of stuffing grape leaves. It really helps me to see where people's hands are and how they're doing it. Grilled halloumi with black honey. I just bought some halloumi at Costco yesterday. Yay! This is sardine sikbaj or sikbaj. Gonna jump ahead, pull out a good picture. This is baked chermoula cod with sweet potato. There's some unusual recipes in here I haven't seen in other Lebanese Eastern Mediterranean cookbooks. pan-roasted turbot with preserved lemon sauce. Is it turbot or turbo? I don't know because I don't eat fish. Okay. Iraq and wine in Lebanon. Here's the meat and poultry chapter. Chicken and pistachio shish, like shish kebab. 7 spice chicken wings with herbs. And the measurements are given in teaspoons, grams, and ounces, so both metric and imperial. Here's a bone-in rib steak with a roasted vegetable salad. This is everyday tabbouleh. I like tabbouleh, but it's so messy and then I have to floss afterwards. Watermelon and feta salad, perfect for summer. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through Arabica, small plates, big connections. We're learning about the countries that they're touring through. Here's batata hara. I'm assuming that's potatoes. Yep, baby new potatoes, olive oil, sea salt, lemon, coriander, with a spicy sauce made with lots of peppers. Here's roasted cauliflower, tahini, and Berber spiced tomato salsa. Berry spiced tomato salsa, excuse me. This is vermicelli rice. Here is pita pockets and how to make them. So the last time I tried to make pita pockets, they came out like Parker House rolls. And the last time I tried to make Parker House rolls, guess what? They ended up like pita pockets. So I'm going to try this recipe and see if I have any better luck. Because I love stuffed pita dishes. Or sandwiches. Roasted garlic, za'atar, butter, manusha? I've never heard that word before, sorry. It looks like a flatbread. 3 seeded village bread. I love that they included breads in here. Oh, the sweets chapter. Oh, this is amazing. I hope this cookbook wins some awards, like, I don't know, James Beard or otherwise, because it's amazing. I see some pistachios. This is called Bakdash style Buza ice cream. And then I don't know what this is. Strawberries and cream Buza, Turkish style affogato, a pistachio ice cream roll. That's what that is. Okay, I was wondering. Cashew, sesame, and fennel baklava rolls. And how to make them. And this is spiced date cookies. So this is, wow, this is all encompassing. There's everything you could possibly want to make. Desserts, main dishes, cocktails, etc. Drinks. Wow. So this is Arabica. It is 48% off today on Amazon, which is a great deal for such a heavy, huge cookbook. Now here, I think I've been mispronouncing the name of this Greek cookbook. I've been saying Yasu, but it's Yasu, I guess. And I also have been mispronouncing the author's name. I thought it was Shiley Lipa. I thought it was Shaylee. It's Shiley. Sorry, I've never heard your name said before. So this is the simple seasonal Mediterranean cooking of Greece. I have done a grocery list for this over on our Amazon storefront, which is right below me right now. If you want to go check it out, it's almost every item you would need that you can buy from Amazon Fresh, Whole Foods, or Amazon Gourmet Food to make almost every recipe in this book, should you need to. So go check that out because it was really fun to work on. If I win the lottery, I will be standing right there 1 month from today. The seasonal, simple Mediterranean cooking of Greece. Artisan is the cookbook publisher. This came out about, I want to say 3 weeks ago. The chapters are mezzas and starters, the cheeses of Greece, patties and savory pastries, the path of the olive, stuffed vegetables, drinks, wine, ouzo, and more, soups and sides, traditional foods and Greek ceremonies, mains, the land of goats and sheep, sweets, and the honey of Greece. And let me flip through really fast, show you how stunning this cookbook is. A lot of good stuff in here, and we're going to learn so much about Greek food history as well. So let me just pull out a couple recipes to look at. Fish roe spread, tara mosolata, Greek bruschetta, How about potato pastry rolls? I'll try to pronounce the name of them. Potato pitachia. I think that's right. This is Thessaloniki pretzels. I see lots and lots of sesame seeds on them. Beautiful white city. That's a photograph of the actual city. Meatball soup. I haven't seen too many recipes for that. That would be great in winter, wouldn't it? This cookbook is 15% off today on Amazon Live. This is boiled wild leafy greens. Healthy, healthy. You see that they're in a lot of olive oil. Here's the mains chapter. It says, traditionally, Greeks eat their largest meal late in the evening around 8 or 9. That would be completely against what American doctors tell people to do. And I would be worried that my boyfriend would get GERD if he ate that late. But it works for the Greek Mediterranean lifestyle. Here is a Greek roasted chicken over lemon potatoes. And I just saw a chew mark where my puppy chewed this book, and that makes me really mad. Chicken stew over pasta. Well, if I don't want him to chew it, I should keep it up out of reach. I know. We're looking through Yasu. It is the simple seasonal Mediterranean cooking of Greece. 15% off today on Amazon. Meatballs in tomato sauce with olives. I love it. These are definitely simple, but comforting and delicious. Eggplant and potato casserole, moussaka, or Americans would say moussaka. Yum. That is not eggplant casserole. What is that? That is baked pasta with meat and bechamel sauce. Yes, please. That looks amazing. Almond butter cookies. Korabidis. I think I said that right. And another marketplace scene. What a gorgeous cookbook. I'm so glad that I have a copy. That's Yasu. Next, we are finally going to look at Sweet Farm, which is 51% off, which is amazing because it's great, and it just came out very recently, like 2 months ago. It's Molly Ye's third or fourth cookbook. She lives on a sugar beet farm with her husband, Kiddo. So this is Sweet Farm, more than 100 cookies, cakes, salads, and other delights from my kitchen on a sugar beet farm. Let's flip through. Gorgeous pictures. In a second, I'll go through the table of contents. I just saw a rainbow cake. So it is a baking book, not just a quote-unquote cookbook. Sweet Farm. There's the sugar beets. Contents, introduction, ingredients, tools, general notes. Then there's a cookies chapter, a bars chapter, salads chapter, dessert for breakfast. I love that idea. Cakes, pies, frozen and no bake, and drinks. And the titles are very colorful. Bake soft chocolate sandwich cookies. How to make your own red bean paste. Oh, here's the giant cookies. All cute kiddos. Italian rainbow cookies, and there's her cookie dough. One of the things I don't like about this cookbook is there's lots of photos, but they're not always of the finished item. But here's one, jumbo thumbprint cookies. Here's some gorgeous bars. I was just complaining, but that's because when they have photos in this cookbook, they're amazing. But then I don't know what these are. I have to go backwards. Mandarin orange and toasted sesame bars would be that one. But then I don't know what this is. It is rhubarb rose bars. Okay. So you have to do a little detective work. 1 bowl any butter cookie bars. And that must be those. And then I don't know what this is. So I have to turn the page. And it's s'mores bars. So I wish they would put s'mores bars on the top of the photo, but I guess their designer decided not to do that. So let me do one more flip through. And I do like this cookbook. And I'm excited that it's 51% off so more people can own it. But as you can see, I'm flipping, and all of a sudden there aren't pictures for a second. Here's a sprinkle cake 2.0. That's really fun. I like that everything she does is fun and creative and colorful and sometimes kind of whimsical. So that's Sweet Farm by Molly Ye. Okay. We are working our way through to the top shelf, perhaps? Yes, secret sauces. Let me grab these down. This one was hard to find on Amazon. It doesn't always come up in search, so I'm going to click on it over on my Amazon storefront. It's from Cookbooks, and they sent me this copy to check out with you. It came out in March. It's over 65 fresh and flavorful sauces with recipe pairings. I don't normally sit around making my own sauces, but some of you might. So let me do a flip through. I just don't have that kind of time and patience. And I see little colorful dots on the pages. Let's check out what that's about. It is tips. Basil and lemon basil are just the tip of the iceberg. You can also check farmers markets. Yeah, so these are little tips that they give you on the way through. So this is Secret Sauces, Fresh and Modern Recipes, with hundreds of ideas for elevating everyday dishes by Vanessa Sader. Photographs by Stacy Cramp. Cookbooks is the publisher. And the contents are creamy, the mother mayo, so I can learn to make my own aioli. Tangy, the mother vinaigrette. Herby, the mother pesto. Fruity, the mother pomodoro. Nutty, the mother tahini. Spicy, the mother, I can't read it because I need glasses, chili. Chunky, the mother salsa. And confectionery, the mother ganache. Let me flip through one more time, and then we'll grab one to look at. So lots of little tips on the pages, how to mix things up. The mother vinaigrette, Bengali spiced yogurt, roasted sweet potato wedges, miso and lime dressing. So I love that they teach you how to make the sauce, and then they give you a few recipes for what to use it on. Crisp roasted cabbage and bacon using the Xanadu pepper dream sauce, for example. Over here we have poppy seed and parmesan gloss, and you use it on orecchiette with rainbow chard and breadcrumbs. So that's Secret Sauces by Vanessa Sader. Thank you to the publisher, Cookbooks, for sending me this early copy. The Secret Sauce book is not on sale, probably because it just came out a month and a half ago. It's still brand new. Along that line, I wanted to find Dip In, which is also really kind of hard to find on Amazon, even though it's for sale there. It's 80 delicious dip recipes and for entertaining, snacking, and beyond by Sonali Shah. And I thought this would be a really cute hostess gift to bring if you're visiting somebody this summer at their lake house, beach house, cabin, mountains, etc. This would be a great gift to bring them. I would make a dip and bring it and hand them the dip and then give them the wrapped cookbook. That would be me. So this is colorful and cute. I really like this one. 80 delicious dip recipes for entertaining, snacking, and beyond. Sonali Shah. The publisher, Hamlin, gifted me this copy. The chapters are In a Dash, Graze, Feast, Impress, Meals, and Desserts. Dipper party menus, very colorful. Nori sheets, the equipment you're going to need. Here's In a Dash chapter. Rocket, jalapeno, and cashew pesto. This is called Mast Okiyar, a Persian yogurt with cucumber, sultanas, Greek yogurt, mint, walnuts. That sounds good. Mombasa coconut chutney, coriander chutney, no photos. So not every photo or recipe has a photo. Tahini, honey, and harissa burned butter. Wow. And the measurements are given in both grams and ounces, so both metric and imperial. Here's Esme, which I've never heard of. It is a spicy red sauce that comes to the table with fluffy bread at most Turkish restaurants. Oh, good to know. It's made with tomatoes, red onion, parsley, chili, green chili. Red chili, green chili, garlic cloves, pomegranate molasses, tomato puree, dried mint, and olive oil. Black olive tapenade. So we're looking through Dip In, an entire cookbook of dips, which I'm tired of people that come to my parties. At most of my parties, you don't have to bring something. I'm like, just show up. But if I'm doing a potluck, people stop at Safeway on the way when they've had 2 weeks notice and they pick up, we're all busy, but they pick up chips and dip and just bring it. I'm like, you had 2 weeks. We're all busy. We can all bake something to bring. Salsa romesco, caramelized triple onion and soured cream dip. And I do prefer to just host parties and tell people to just come. Just come. Don't worry about it. Everything but the bagel dip. mushroom fateh, lobster roll dip. I didn't expect that to be that color. I guess I don't know what I expected. Meals, poached eggs with tadka butter, black chickpea hummus, bilami, spinach and Naduja cannellini beans. Excuse me, I just mispronounced that. Desserts, mango and lychee sago pudding. So that is Dip In. Thank you so much to the publisher for sending me this copy. It is not on sale today on Amazon, but the next book is 19% off, and it's The Pickle Jar. And here it is. Recipes for Making and Using Pickles and Ferments by Nick Vadas. I love pickles. We'll do a quick flip through. I am going to have to speed through the next few items because I hear my puppy coming home, and he's going to bark and freak out. What is a pickle? The 2 pickle types. Number 1, vinegar brining, or number 2, fermentation. I think I'm a vinegar brining kind of girl, personally. Here's a cheese and pickle breakfast quesadilla. Thank you. Measurements are given in... Actually, this one didn't have any measurements. Okay. A big blob of butter, it said. Tablespoon. Okay, ounces and grams both. Great. Green eggs and ham. He went there. Of course he did. Tortilla chips with fresh salsa and eggs. It's looking like every item has its own photo. Fermented tomatoes on toast. Bubble and squeak with sauerkraut. Grilled kimchi. So this guy has a sense of humor. I like it. Here's a Reuben sandwich. Wow. That's incredible. Grilled pineapple, coconut, and amba wrap. So gorgeous photos, as you can see. Tofu banh mi with pickles and kimchi. So this is the pickle jar, and it is 19% off today on Amazon. Now the next little things I'm going to show you are some tiny, tiny little editions of books that just came out very recently. They're $13 each. They're little gift book sized. This one is Elizabeth Luard's Classic Spanish Recipes. Her original cookbook came out in the early 2000s. And these, again, would be fantastic hostess gifts, either individually or if someone's inviting you over to like a lake house mansion with a pool and a hot tub, you could bring them all 4 wrapped with a little ribbon. That would cost you about $48 to do that because these are $13 a piece. I'm bad at math. Anyway, the next one is Classic Chinese Recipes. I love this little size by Ken Hom. 75 signature dishes, and this came out over a decade ago too, the original version. So they cherry-picked 75 recipes from his original cookbook and put them in this tiny little version. And the font is small, so you definitely would need reader glasses to look at this if you're middle-aged, or use your phone to zoom in. Spring rolls. But how cute is this? There is one by Classic Italian Recipes. Let me find that. Oh, in my hand. By Anna Del Conte. And you can just keep these 4 little books in your kitchen if you get inspired to make kind of a globally inspired meal. And the last one is by Chetna. She made it in her 2 classic Indian recipes, 75 signature dishes. So I thought these were pretty cute, and it was so nice of the publisher to send me these as well because they wanted me to show them to you. So there's 4 in the series so far that I know of, and I think they're coming out with a couple more. You have Indian, Spanish, Italian, and Chinese classic recipes in a tiny little format with 75 recipes each. But again, they do have a small font, so you're going to need to whip out some readers. I thought I had one more book. Our last book of the day came out about a month ago. It is Jeff Kohler's fantastic book on the Spanish Mediterranean Islands cookbook. 20% off today here on Amazon. I'm going to do a flip through. This book is really heavy and big and comprehensive. And then we'll chat about what are the Spanish Mediterranean Islands. Well, I didn't know until I got this book. I have not traveled to Spain yet. I'd love to. Here they are. Formentera, Ibiza, Mallorca, and Menorca. And I hope I said that right. I've never heard that spoken out loud. Let's check out the table of contents. Breads, flatbreads and savory pastries, soups, stews and pulses, salads and vegetables, eggs, an entire chapter on eggs, yay! Rice, pasta and grains, fish, seafood, pork, lamb and beef, poultry, rabbit, game and snails, sweets and treats, drinks and basics. Let me flip through this again. It's kind of heavy. Lots going on. And then I'm going to grab a recipe to chat about. Let's see. This is coca flatbread with Swiss chard, spring onions, and tomatoes. And the measurements are given in both grams and pounds, so metric and imperial. This is chickpeas with spinach. So there's going to be lots of healthy recipes in here. Full page color photo. It appears as though just about every recipe has its own photo. This is stewed white beans in tomato sauce with pork. This would be a great pantry meal. We all have cans of beans sitting around because we're food hoarding right now, right? The eggs chapter starts off with a farmer's egg tortilla. That would be a great breakfast way to start the day. This is an egg tortilla with wild asparagus. Omelette with sobrasada and fresh mint. I've never had mint in my omelet. Here's a baked red mullet on a bed of vegetables. Let me know what you think sounds the most delicious. This is fried skate with garlic and parsley. I'm going to jump ahead. Ibizan-style tuna with raisins and pine nuts. I never would have thought of that combo. Wow, that's cool. Red prawns cooked on a bed of salt. This is small squid stewed with onions and white wine. So simple preparation, but I bet it's elegant. This is lamb chops with red peppers and potatoes. Grilled rabbit with alioli. And here's the sweets and treats chapter, the last one we'll look through on this live stream. Cheesecake with fresh cheese, cinnamon, and lemon zest. And a beautiful spongy orange olive oil and yogurt cake. Make it nice and moist. That's the Spanish Mediterranean Islands Cookbook. It is 20% off today on Amazon Live. Thank you so much for being here during this shopping live stream. I'm glad I could show it to you. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next live stream, which hopefully will be soon. Bye.